Welcome to Brunch with Brian this morning. I'm going to talk about the market. The world is different than it was a year ago. The world is different than it was 6 months ago, and the market's really different. So I want you guys to take advantage of it. I want you personally to take advantage of the changed real estate market. So how is it different? Well, there's a lot more flexibility in the seller world. Sellers are actually feeling desperation, and there hasn't been that seller desperation, that smell of seller fear for a long time. Now, here's the thing about real estate markets, and it's easy to generalize. We have an overall, you could say we have an overall real estate market. Certainly stats come out that are national stats, like housing starts and how many new homes sold, how many existing homes sold per month, and how does that compare to where we were last year and where we were last month. And so you can look at a lot of stats, national stats. But it's easy to get deceived by national stats because real estate markets are, I'm going to say they're so local, it's down to each individual city. So sometimes you'll say, well, let's take a look at, I don't know why I think Nashville, or because we just bought a house down there, but also Phoenix. We're in the Phoenix area, Mesa. Now, Mesa is a huge city in and of itself. It's 500,000 people. Phoenix is 1.5 million people, so that's a lot of people. And so there's no way, we're not even working the other side of town. I mean, this is a big city, and so we mostly stay on the southeast end of Phoenix, which is like Mesa, Southeast Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, Queen Creek. That's where most of our focus is, because I don't want to drive 1,000,000 miles to every deal. And then each of those markets, overall, a market like in a bigger city is going to be hot, cold, but it really does break down to individual areas in that city. Now, don't you think that there are war zones in big cities? Yeah, there's war zones. There's areas that are not places you'd want to be walking alone at night in these bigger cities. But there's also war zone, and those are war zones we consider, and there's also war zone adjacent, okay? And sometimes this is just a couple of streets. It doesn't take long to get from a bad street to a good street, and that's the crazy thing. I mean, this market can sometimes be a street-by-street block-by-block market. Now, how do you figure that out? Well, through seeking properties through whatever sources you're doing, but mainly through listing services. So if you look at the MLS, that's the major listing service, that's where the realtors go, and if you have to know a realtor or have some special access to the MLS to do research there, but you can research properties there. You can do a lot on Zillow. Zillow's really good, and some of you guys have other programs, have some type of software program like we have, which can be very helpful for searching areas and finding deals. So you might find a neighborhood, that's a nice, cute neighborhood, and you drive down there, but I mean, it's like 2 streets over, it's not so great, and sometimes a big street, there's a divider street, so that you'll see some kind of a main drag, and everything on, like 8 Mile in Detroit or something, it's even some of these main streets are famous. So on one side, it's, one way, and another side it's not as good. So check these areas out. I always say do driving for dollars. Driving for dollars is a key component in your evolution as an investor. If you've never gotten in your car and just driven around and looked for vacant properties, that's something that you should do, because that you can find properties that way, and you're going to find areas, you're going to smell the areas, you're going to see, okay, this isn't such a great area, but just a couple streets over here, this is, a better area. So I think I'm going to talk today actually on Teaching Tuesday, so make sure you tune in for Teaching Tuesday today. I'm going to talk more extensively about the market and finding where's the deals. I mean, if the market is loosening up, and there was a stat that I read the other day where 60,000 purchase agreements that were already in place were either canceled or renegotiated in June. That sets an all-time record. And that's because why? Because the market's changed so much, and well, and a big part of that is the interest rates. So everything is changing right now. We're watching the market change right in front of our eyes. Start watching those Zestimates. Now, when you look at a Zillow and you scroll down on the right side, it'll give you the Zestimate, but it also gives you this cool fact. It'll say what's happened in the last 30 days. So where's the Zestimate gone in the last 30 days? Used to be just up, 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 up for the last, long period of time, 5-10 years. Now finally we're seeing them going down. So you can see that the market's changing. How do you tap into that? Where do you find these deals now that there are more deals, and now that I want you to focus on exactly what's going to pay you off. I want you to get deals really fast, and I don't want you messing around. Nobody has time to mess around, especially, if the market's great, you want to focus on where the deals are and use your time the best, because otherwise you're spinning your wheels and other people are doing deals. So I'm telling you, now's the time to be doing deals. We've talked a little bit, once in a while I'll mention the Wolf's Deal Club. If you guys have not heard about the Wolf's Deal Club, we're doing some amazing things in that deal club right now. A lot of our students are getting deals. That's the whole point. Instead of a bunch of more mentoring and more, teaching, let's just do deals. So, call the office about the Wolf's Deal Club if you're interested in that. 888-RICH-NOW. 888-RICH-NOW, because I want you guys doing deals and doing them fast. So hi folks, hi WL, hi Lori, hi Robert, good to see you guys. Hey David. So always great to see you guys on the stream. Now make sure you're here for Teaching Tuesdays. That happens at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific today. Again, I'm going to talk about the market and how to tap into the market, where the deals are, how you can find them, where they are in your city, in a bigger city, and how to start nailing them down, locking them up, nailing them down, and profiting. Okay, so let's do. I'm gonna buy houses fast. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna buy houses fast. I'm gonna buy houses fast. I'm gonna buy houses fast. Yes, absolutely. So, guys, I can't wait to see you on Teaching Tuesdays today. Let's do our deep breathing. Nice deep breath in. It's always good to hold it a little bit, and sometimes when you can take in a little bit extra, it actually expands your lung capacity. It's like exercising. Deep breath in. A little more. A little more. Exhale. Oh, and then always remember, relax your shoulders. You always know to have a smile. Another deep breath in. Okay, great way to invigorate yourself, start your day, and do those deep breathing exercises throughout your day. It's always a great refresher and invigorator throughout your day. So let's go get them. Let's take a lot of action. Join us for Teaching Tuesdays today. I'll send out an email, and I'll also, when I write the description for the Brunch with Brian, I'll put the contact information, so make sure you guys call in today, and I'm going to point you guys in the right direction. You're going to be guided missiles for finding the great deals in this market. So let's talk later today. Until then, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and taking action.